Hello, I'm Erica, and this is the first entry in my video gardening diary. It's January 21st, 2023, and I'm here in Los Angeles County, California, which is Zone 10. It's 64 degrees Fahrenheit, clear and sunny today, and we've had a lot of rain recently, but it seems to be kind of warming up a little bit this week. The forecast is in the upper 60s. So I figured today would be a good day to take stock of my garden, see where it's at, because I haven't really been paying that much attention to it over the last several weeks, and get some new seedlings planted for the spring. So let's get started. This is the herb garden, which, as you can see, is looking a little bit rough. Over here we have chives, which are pretty overgrown, need to be pruned back quite a bit. This used to be sage, but it was decimated by grasshoppers last summer, and I was hoping it might come back, but it doesn't seem to be the case. So I'm gonna pull that out, and I actually bought some new sage earlier today, so I'm gonna plant a new one in there and try to keep the grasshoppers away this time. Here we have rosemary, and this is thyme, both of which are doing great. They just need to be pruned back a little bit because they're getting pretty overgrown. Over here we have basil, which also was dealing with a lot of grasshoppers and caterpillars last year, so it's not looking great. I think I'm gonna have to start over with that too. It's also got pretty woody, so we'll plant a new one. And then this is the oregano, which is looking a little overgrown, and there's some white specks on it, and I'm pretty sure that's paint because we've had some work being done on the house, on the kitchen, which is right here, and I think it got kind of in the spray zone, which is unfortunate. But I think if I prune that back a little bit, hopefully it'll be okay. Maybe the stuff on the bottom doesn't look too painty. We'll see. Next here, this is my tomato plant, which is not looking great. I had a lot of issues with flower drop because I think I planted it too late last year, and by the time it started fruiting, it got too cold, so nothing ever really ripened. And also all of the branches have fallen off. So I think I might just have to start over again with the tomatoes. I'm gonna try to plant them earlier this year so I actually get some fruit, hopefully. And then over here, this is garlic and shallots, which I planted in the fall, I think in early November. And I've not even really done much with these. I've kind of just let them go. It's been raining so much that they've really started to shoot up greens already. I am going to fertilize them today, and hopefully we'll get some garlic and shallots in a few months. But to start off with, I'm gonna clean up this area, definitely get the herbs cleaned up and plant that new sage. And then after that, I'm going to plant some new seedlings, and I'll show you all that too. Okay, here we go. Everything's cleaned up, trimmed back the oregano, rosemary, thyme, and the chives, put in the new sage. Got some nice new signage in there. And I'll be planting some more basil, and then probably some cilantro and dill here eventually, but this is looking much better for now. So I've got my seed starter tray all ready to go, and I thought that I would walk through what I'm planning to plant in here. To start with, I've got 2 different types of cucumbers. I have a purple bean also got a variety of edible flowers, which I'm gonna put, I think, over by the herb garden in the back so they can easily be grabbed for drinks and salads and such. I got a grass mix from the cats, just for fun. Here is the basil that I planted this before in the garden and it's worked out pretty well, so I'm gonna try that again. I've also got dill, and then I've also got the cilantro, so I'm gonna plant that, and that will complete my herb garden. I have a variety of peppers that I'm going to try. I tried peppers last year, but I think I had a lot of insect problems and they just kind of destroyed everything before it had a chance to even start flowering. So I've got Anaheim peppers, cayenne peppers, and habanero peppers. I'm gonna plant this heirloom tomato mix again. This is the same plant that I showed you earlier. And I think it'll do well if I just plant it earlier and it has time to actually start fruiting before it gets too hot. I also got some fennel that I figured I would try because I like fennel, so why not? And cauliflower, because I also like cauliflower, so why not? So see how that goes. What else do I have here? I also am going to do a variety of greens because I have a lot of seeds. I've got mustard greens, some Swiss chard, some lettuce, arugula, and kale. I'm gonna try all those. I haven't had great luck with them in the past because I have a lot of issues with caterpillars, but I'm hoping that if I'm a little more proactive, I can keep those from getting destroyed this year. I've also got a bush bean that I'm going to try, so I'll have 2 different types of beans, and some lentils that I'm thinking of trying. I think I'm gonna seed a bunch of these and then see what they look like after they've sprouted, and then figure out how I want to lay out the garden. So that's what I've got. This is what I'm gonna plant today, and we'll see how it goes. They're all planted, and I got this grow light at Home Depot for $30 on clearance, which is pretty exciting. So we'll see how quickly these start sprouting. Talk to you soon.